Everything this man touches turns to happiness and fun and magic.
Taylor Swift gave a heartfelt shout-out to her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, while accepting the Video of the Year award at the MTV Video Music Awards for her song. She also expressed gratitude to her fans for their unwavering support. Toward the end of her speech, the Lover singer encouraged everyone over 18 to register to vote. Her call to action comes shortly after she publicly endorsed Kamala Harris for president. Following the recent presidential debate, Taylor shared her support for the vice president on Instagram, stating, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 election." She explained her decision, saying, "I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she stands for the causes I believe in. She is a strong, steady leader, and I believe our country can achieve so much more under her calm leadership rather than chaos." Taylor was impressed and moved by Harris's choice of running mate.
Taylor Swift using her moment on stage at the VMAs to call on voters to register, young voters especially, to register to vote. The night before that, she had announced her support for Kamala Harris. And one voter registration group has pointed to a huge spike in traffic and telling CNN the Swift effect is undeniable. Let's look at all of this. Harry Enton is here. So, undeniable.
Great
You
word.
get to be the judge on that. This all gets to young voters.
Yeah.
How much does she need help? How can?
Yeah, I mean, why does Kamala Harris welcome Taylor Swift's support? Why does she need the help? Well, let's just point out something that I have been noting all along during this campaign, and that is the underperformance that both Joe Biden and now even Kamala Harris has among young voters. All right, so this is the Democrat versus Trump margin among voters age 18 to 29 or under the age of 30. You go back 4 years ago at this point. Look, Joe Biden had a 28-point advantage. A 28-point advantage over Donald Trump. Now, you look when Joe Biden dropped out of the race, he was up by just 7 points. Now, Kamala Harris has improved on Joe Biden's standing, but look at this. She's only up by 15 points. That is significantly less than Joe Biden was up at this point among the youngest voters in our electorate. It's only about half the margin that Joe Biden was pulling in. So Kamala Harris will absolutely welcome in the support of Taylor Swift if she can move young voters at all, because the bottom line is Kamala Harris is, in fact, not doing as well among young voters as you might expect a Democrat to necessarily be doing based upon history.
Taylor Swift's endorsement of Kamala Harris has inspired the Democratic National Committee to launch billboards based on the pop star in Times Square. On Friday, September 13th, massive signs lit up the area. One of them stated, "We're in our Kamala era, a nod to Swift's Eras tour." Another billboard played off Swift's song, "Ready for It," with the message, "A new way forward, ready for it." Some are even speculating that the location of the ads, 22 stories above the red steps, references Swift songs 22 and Red. These billboards are also expected to appear in Las Vegas. Swift announced her support for Harris on Tuesday, September 10th, following the first debate between the presidential candidates.
Over there gives Kamala Harris an advantage that she would not have had with people who are not political junkies.
That is a heck of a lot of people, 337,000 people.
No, million people.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah, 337,000 that clicked on the link, but
exactly.
There are millions of people on her.
Well, there's 300,000 people, as you said, who clicked, but she has 300 million social media followers.
Right.
She's got more social media followers than a lot of countries have citizens.
Right.
That's a big deal.
It's about the size of the United States.
Yeah.
There are people following her
Exactly.
from all over the world.
Exactly.
All right. I want to talk about swing states because this is an incredibly close race, and we need to recognize that. Debbie Dingell, Congresswoman from Michigan, talked about her particular state, which was a huge state.
The Reputation singer took to social media to declare her backing of the vice president, writing, "I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election." She praised Harris as a steady-handed, gifted leader and emphasized her belief in Harris's ability to fight for causes important to her. Swift also expressed her admiration for Harris's choice of running mate, Tim Walz, noting his long-standing support of LGBTQ+ rights, reproductive freedom, and women's health. She used the post to clarify her position after a misleading AI-generated photo circulated online, falsely suggesting her endorsement of Trump. In her post, accompanied by a picture of her holding her cat, Swift signed off humorously as Taylor Swift, childless cat lady, while urging people to research and vote, including a link to vote.gov. The website reported over 400,000 visitors within 24 hours of Swift sharing the link. Shortly after her endorsement, Harris's campaign launched merchandise inspired by Swift, including Harris Wall's friendship bracelets. Meanwhile, former President Trump responded critically to the pop star's support for Harris.
Out of nowhere, after the debate last night, Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris. What do you think?
Well, I actually like Mrs. I actually like Mrs. Mahomes much better, if you want to know the truth. She's a big Trump fan. I was not a Taylor Swift fan. It was just a question of time. She couldn't. You couldn't possibly endorse Biden. You look at Biden, you couldn't possibly endorse him. But she's a very liberal person. She seems to always endorse a Democrat, and she'll probably pay a price for it at in the marketplace. But no, I like Brittany. I think Brittany's great. Brittany got a lot of news last week. She's a big MAGA fan. That's the one I like much better than Taylor Swift.
Right. Brittany is Mahomes. Yeah, they're Mahomes. They're great friends.
The wife of the great quarterback, and he is a great quarterback.
My favorite team from Kansas City.
I think she's terrific.
Thank you for joining us. We will update you in our upcoming videos. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.